Hello there, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Welcome to the Woman Be Show. My name is Michelle Watson, and I'm the best-selling author of the book titled Overcome and Rise Above: How to Turn the Downside of Your Challenges into the Upside of Renewing Your Life. And I just want to send a great shout out to all of the listeners, to all of you women who are tuning in, who are ready to be who you were created to be. But I just also want to give a shout out to a few men that I know do normally tune in and listen. You know, we can't forget the men, because at the end of the day, women, even though we're being empowered and we're doing our thing, there are times when we still need support from our men. And there's some men out there that they're total gems, they're a total diamond. And so as well, I want to take this time to appreciate my husband, of course, Al Watson, because you know what, without his support and him helping me along the way, helping out at times when the kids need to be looked after, when I'm busy doing my own thing, it would be difficult. So a lot of thanks to my husband and to all the good men out there that are supporting their women on their journey of empowerment, on their journey of fulfilling the vision that has been placed in their hands. So well done to you, men. So great. Women, we're here today and it is Grand Mondays. Yes, it's the awesome Grand Mondays. And we do have to send a shout out to the beautiful Marina Nanny for this beautiful vision and platform of Radio Works World. It's an awesome opportunity. And if you've not yet got in touch with the great Marina Nanny, please do so. She's an awesome and beautiful woman. Now, what is it that I want to speak about today? I bet you're wondering. Well, guess what? I know that many a times we spend time thinking about the things that we need to do, the things that we need to input into our life to make it be successful. And sometimes we don't pay careful attention to the things that we actually need to get rid of to achieve success and be successful. So one of the things I'm going to be speaking about today is something that each and every one of us need to pay careful attention to and that we need to get rid of. So women, I do hope that you're listening and you're ready to get yourself into gear. Now, what am I talking about? I am talking about getting rid of energy drainers. Getting rid of energy drainers. And you may be wondering, some of you, now, what is energy drainers? Now, energy drainers are those what I call traffic lights, those red stops on the traffic lights, and they stop your vehicle from continuing on your journey. The energy drainers are those leeches that attach themselves to you, and they pull all of your strength, all of your oomph, all of your positiveness away from you. And I remember seeing a great quote once that said, if you allow people to make more withdrawals than deposits in your life, you will be out of balance and in the negative. Know when to close the account. I don't mind repeating that for you. If you allow people to make more withdrawals than deposits in your life, you will be out of balance and in the negative. So you need to know when to close the account. Guys, this is not a joke. Sometimes in life, you need to figure out who the energy drainers are. The people that tell you the 101 reason. When you come up with a vision and you say you want to do something, they're the ones that have the 101 reasons why it won't work, you shouldn't pursue it, you shouldn't do it, or you can't do it. Those are the energy drainers. The energy drainers that are the ones that normally tend to pass by and say, oh, you know what, I didn't have anything to do for today. And all your plans that you listed down, everything that you needed to get done for the day just went through the window. Energy drainers are those negative people that shows you all the things that are going wrong in your life and don't give any input to the positive. The energy drainers are the ones that come and interrupt your marriage, they interrupt your business, they interrupt your lifestyle. They don't add any value. Instead, they take, and continue to take. So please, you need to pay attention to whom energy increases and decreases around, because that's the universe giving you a hint of who you should embrace and those people that you need to reject. Am I saying that you turn your back on them completely? No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that you don't give too much attention, because wherever you give attention to, that's where energy is going to flow. Wherever you give attention, that's where you're going. You know what? That's where the vibes is going to flow. That's where everything is going to flow. So you need to get rid of them. And you know what? You need to be careful as well. You need to pay careful attention if you yourself, if you're an energy drainer. It's a known, it's a fact that many people don't want to admit. But you need to pay careful attention if you're an energy drainer. Are you a friend that whenever your friend comes to you with an idea or something that they would like to put in place, you're the first person to tell them the reason why they can't do it? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you should be the friend that is allowing your friend to build a molehill out of something that is not going to be possible. But I'm saying, are you the friend that instead of trying to see how things could work, you're the one that is quick to tell them the reasons why it's not going to work and why they shouldn't do it? Energy drainers are people that are always complaining. Always complaining. They always complain about one thing or the other. You never get anything right with them. They drain your energy. They take away your enthusiasm, and you need to pay careful attention to this. If you're around a group of people that takes away your enthusiasm, or you're around someone that every time you're with them you feel depleted, then you need to pay careful attention. Maybe they are not the person that you should be around. They're not the people that you should be around. Sorry. So you need to pay careful attention to that. Do you have someone in your life that they're never around when it's your time of success? They're only around when things aren't going well for you. They're only around to share in your misery, but not to join in your celebration. Those are energy drainers. Because you know what? If they can't celebrate with you, then they shouldn't be around when you're in your difficult times. I know people always say that your friend, your true friend, when you're going through a difficult time. But guess what? I want to have my friend with me when I'm going through a difficult time, and also when I'm celebrating a successful time in my life. Because if you can't celebrate with me, that is kind of showing me a sign that you're not very happy for me. And that means that you're an energy drainer, because that means you only want to see me fail. So you need to pay careful attention to people like that. You need to be paying careful attention to the people that they're always down, always upset, always carrying a bad vibe, always feeling down. Don't get me, there are times when things are going to knock some of us, as Les Brown always says, there are times when things are going to knock you on the blind side. But if someone is always down and you're the one that always has to be the one lifting them up, then guess what? Think about the time when you possibly may be down. Who's going to lift you up? Because if the person that you're around is always down, then they can't lift you up. And you know what is a great thing that I like to demonstrate in some of my classes is this. I normally put two people together, and I tell one to pull to the right and the other to pull to the left. I try to figure out who's the strongest and get the strongest to pull to the right. And the reason why I normally demonstrate this is because I'm saying to them, try moving forward with people that are going the opposite direction. So try moving to the left, or whether it be to the right, with someone that is going the opposite direction. They will constantly be pulling you back to where you previously were. Even if you take a few steps forward, by the time they develop their strengths, they will be pulling you back. So there are some people on your journey, you're going to have to recognize that you're going to have to let them go. If everyone around you is below your level, and when I say below your level, I'm not looking down on anyone, because I socialize with everyone and I communicate with everyone, and I don't look at anyone that being better off than anybody else. But what I'm talking about is in the level of you maybe creating your business, you pursuing your desire and your dreams. If everyone that is around you, attached to you, is lower than your level, then my question is, at that time when you need lifting up, who's going to pull you up? Because if they're all below you, they can't pull you up. The most they can do is pull you down. So you need to make a list of some of your people. You need to go in your contacts in your phone and recognize who is in your list of favorites. Are they adding to your life? If you have 10 people in your list of favorites, and out of the 10 of them, there is none there that gives motivation, There's none there that can say anything positive in your life. There's none there that can influence you building up your life to go to the next level. Then you need to really rethink your contact list. You really need to start rethinking the people that you speak to the most, that you spend most of your time with. You really need to rethink. Because if the people that you spend the most of your time with are not people that are adding to you, then that means they're taking away from you. And as I said in the quote before, if you have a bank account and let's say you have £1,000 in there and every month you remove £100 and you've not put back anything in there, by the end of the year, you're going to be in minus £2,000. Definitely, because by October, your £1,000 is going to run out and you have 2 more months. And that's going to bring you into a minus of £2,000. So you now have an imbalance. And that's the same thing that applies to your life. If you have people in your life that's just taking, and not giving anything back into your life, you're going to be drained. And that's why I call them the energy drainers. You're going to be drained. So you need to pay careful attention to it because it's very important. It's very crucial in your personal life. It's crucial in your business life. If you have people that is associated with you on a personal level, they can't add to you as an individual. They can't add to you. They can't add to your marital life. They can't add anything, any good advice to you as a friend, as a mother. Then can I ask, what is the real purpose of them being in your life? What is the real purpose? And on the flip side of this, as I said before, you need to keep in mind as well, if you are an energy drainer, listen, it's not a shame because some people don't really recognize the fact that they're energy drainers. They don't. So it's a very good thing to recognize it and work on it. So if you're one of the people that I listed before and you've recognized that you're actually an energy drainer, then you need to change it. You need to change it because it's not very good if you're always the one taking. So the question is, how long have you fed into the life of someone? How long have you planted a seed? How long have you done something that someone can be grateful for? It could just be mildly giving advice. It could just be sending a text of appreciation. It could just be putting something on your social media that someone has done for you. It may be tiny things. But if you can be appreciative for the small things, you will then receive a lot more. And then you can be appreciative of the greater things. So you need to pay careful attention to this because you don't want to be an energy drainer. You don't want to be recognized. And you might not have the friends around you that is going to be open and honest to you and say to you, actually, you're a bit of an energy drainer. I know they might not come out and say it like that and say you're an energy drainer. But you might not have a friend that comes out and say to you, you know what? Since the time we've been friends, you've always been taken. What have you really given to me? You might not necessarily have a friend that's going to do that. So I want you to stop and analyze yourself for yourself. I spent many of my time, many of my life journey around energy drainers. I was always giving. And as I said to you in shows before, where I expressed that I was not open to receiving, possibly that's why I attracted a lot of energy drainers. So that's another thing that you need to pay careful attention to. You may be having a lot of energy drainers in your life and you're saying to yourself, why do I have so many energy drainers and I don't have anyone that's giving? Question you need to ask yourself, are you a good receiver? Are you open to receiving? Because if you're not open to receiving, you're going to only attract those people that are just taking. They're just takers. You're going to only attract takers because you're not open to receiving. So you're not attracting any givers in your life. So that's something that you need to pay attention to. But as I was just saying, you need to be open to receiving, and that will enable you to be able to attract givers in your life. And if you're not a giver, pay careful attention to that. When last have you done something great for someone? When last have you given somebody the opportunity to tell you thank you? And on the other hand, when last have you given somebody the opportunity for you to tell them thanks? So as I said, I had a lot of people in my life that were energy drainers, and I was just giving. I was just giving. And I realized at the point in time when I needed people the most, I didn't have them. They had me when they needed me the most, but I didn't have anyone when I needed them the most. And it's not a nice feeling because you feel so alone. You could be in the midst of thousands of people, but you feel alone because you don't feel like you have anyone to go to. You don't feel like you have anyone to stretch out that giving hand. And I can tell you, women, it's very crucial in your life. As a woman in a business, as a woman in a marriage, as a woman in a relationship, as a woman in general, it is very important for you to recognize the people that are energy drainers in your life and the people that are energy givers in your life. Because at some point in your life, you may just be facing a challenge where you need to have someone give back to you and not take. And if you only have takers around you, then who are you going to go to? So please, I want you to pay careful attention to this. Pay careful attention. And remember, your assignment is to go into your phone, into your contacts, see who your favorites, look in that call log, see who your favorites are. Do a check, do a survey on your call list and see who your favorite people are. Look at the duration of time that you spent speaking to them and do an analysis. Calculate in your life. Are they adding value to you or are they taking from you? In your conversations with them, are you always the one giving advice? Are you always the one coming up with creative ideas? And is the person on the other line always the person shooting down the ideas? Are they always the people that are calling you to get advice, to get help, to get financial help, to get some stability in their life? Are they always the one feeding into you? So pay careful attention to that. So that's your assignment for today. And if you've not yet voted for the host of the year on Radio Works World, please do. If you enjoy my show, if you enjoy listening to me, remember to cast your votes. Your votes is very important. Your time is very important. And that's why I'm asking you kindly to please do spare some few minutes out of your time to vote for me. My name is Michelle Watson and it's the Woman Be Show. So please do cast your votes for that beautiful, awesome award ceremony on the 2nd of October. I look forward to seeing some of you coming out to celebrate with us as radio hosts and to celebrate with the awesome Marina Nanny. So please do stay tuned. And next week we will be speaking about time management. How are you managing your time? What are you doing with your time? So please do stay in tune. And it was awesome being here with you again. Lots of love here from the Woman Be host, Michelle Watson, and do enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you and look forward to seeing your vote on Radio Works World. Goodbye.